Hey Grace Kids, welcome back to Grace Kids TV. My name is John and I serve as a technical director here at Grace Church. It's so great to be joining you again today. In today's story, we will learn about God healing the people. Have you ever touched a snake? Sometimes reptile exhibits at zoos will give you an opportunity to pet a non-venomous snake. Not all snakes have toxic bites, but if you see a snake in the wild, it's much safer to avoid it and tell an adult. Today we will learn about a time God's people had to trust God to be healed from deadly snake bites. God sent snakes to punish the people, but anyone who was bitten could look at the snake on the pole and live. We deserve to die because of our sin, but anyone who looks to Jesus on the cross and trusts in Him will live forever with God. But before we get to today's story, let's head over to Grace Kids Trivia to see what you remember from last week's story about the time Moses disobeyed God. Good luck!
Question 1. True or false? The Israelites wandered in the wilderness because they disobeyed God. Fortunately, there was plenty of food and water for the Israelites to eat while they were there. And the answer is false. This one is not true. The Israelites did wander in the wilderness since they disobeyed God, but there was no grain, no fruit, and no water to drink either. Question 2. True or false? God told Moses and Aaron to stand in front of all the people and speak to a tree. Then water would come out of the tree for everyone to drink. And the answer is false again. This was close, but God actually told Moses and Aaron to speak to a rock in front of everyone. So Moses called all the people over, and instead of talking to the rock, he told the group, "Listen up, do we have to bring water out of this rock for you?" Moses hit the rock twice, and water rushed out of the rock, and the people and animals drank water. Question 3. True or false? Moses and Aaron obeyed God by talking to the people and hitting the rock. And the answer is false. This is a really hard one, but it was actually false again. God did not tell Moses to talk to the people. He told him to talk to the rock. Moses and Aaron had not obeyed God, and they did not honor Him as holy by trusting in His power. Which leads us to our next question for the day. Question 4. True or false? Because Moses and Aaron did not obey and honor God by trusting in His power, God said that they would not lead the Israelites into the promised land. And the answer is true. This one was true. We learned this at the very end of last week's lesson, but God said that because of what happened, He would give His people a new leader. And our final question of the day, question 5, true or false? We disobey God when we sin. And the answer is true. This is true. And we learned this in our lesson last week also, when Moses and Aaron did not obey God. But God sent Jesus, who always obeyed God. When we trust in Jesus, He brings us into God's kingdom forever.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan. And I'm Jessie. Hey Megan, did you know that snakes don't have eyelids?
I did not know that.
Did you know that snakes smell with their tongues?
No, that's very interesting.
Yeah, I also learned that snakes can't bite food, so they have to swallow it whole.
Oh, fascinating. Did you know there are snakes in today's Bible story?
No, there are.
Yeah, let me tell you the story. Moses and the Israelites were on a long journey through the wilderness. The people were tired of how long the journey was taking, and they complained. They said, "Why did you lead us out of Egypt? There is no bread here. There is no water. We do not like the food we have." God sent snakes that bit the Israelites. Many of the people died. Then the Israelites talked to Moses. "We were wrong to complain. We have sinned," they said. "Please talk to God for us. Ask him to take away the snakes." So Moses talked with God. God said, "Make something that looks like a snake and put it on a pole. When anyone who is bitten looks at it, he will get better." Moses made a bronze snake and put it on a pole. Whenever someone was bitten, all that person had to do was look at the bronze snake and he got better. God sent snakes to punish the people, but anyone who was bitten could look at the snake on the pole and live. We sin too. We can look to Jesus and trust in him to be saved from our sin.
Samuel Zuwaymer was one of the first missionaries to Muslim people. Samuel was born in the United States. When he was a little boy, his mother prayed that God would make him a missionary, and God did. Samuel knew he wanted to go to the place where the Muslim people were. Samuel felt sad for all of the Muslim people because they didn't know Jesus. Samuel moved to a faraway country to tell Muslims about Jesus. It wasn't an easy job, but Samuel never stopped believing that this is exactly where God had called him to go. Samuel wrote lots of books during his life, and he came back to the United States and talked to young people about going to faraway places to teach Muslims about Jesus. Many young people became missionaries because of his stories and the things that he wrote. Samuel lived to be 84 years old. He never stopped teaching young people about missions.
Islam started a long time ago in the Middle East. Followers of this religion are called Muslims. Now, Muslims live all over the world. They are our neighbors and friends. Knowing what they believe can help us share the truth of the gospel with them. In the 6th century, a man named Muhammad created Islam. Muslims follow his teachings that were written down in a book called the Quran. The word Islam means submission, another word for obey. Muslims believe obeying rules will save them. Here are 5 prayers for Muslims. 1. Thank God for Muslim friends and neighbors. 2. Pray Muslims will submit to the one true God. 3. Pray Muslims will hear the truth of the gospel. 4. Pray Muslims will choose to follow Jesus. 5. Ask God to send more Christian workers to Muslim countries.
Hi Grace Kids! This is our 3rd week of Missions Month, and today in the Missions Month video you learned about the Muslims and in Muslim countries how many of the people don't know about Jesus at all. And we also learned about Samuel, who felt so called to go there and to share about God and how he devoted his life to do that. So today we're going to make a craft that says pray, and there's 5 prayers that you heard in the video at the bottom of things that we can be praying about for Muslim countries and for Muslim people. So this is an awesome craft. All that you need is some coloring utensils, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Are you ready? Okay, we're gonna color this poster, and you can color any way that you would like to decorate it. You do not have to do it just like I am going to, but you're just gonna make it super fancy so then you can use it as a reminder of what to pray for. And then your poster is done. Okay, and then on the bottom of the poster, there are 5 prayers, and you can pray them together as a class and also take this home and ask your family to pray with you. The more prayer that we can do as a ministry, the better it is. And I am so honored to be able to pray these prayers with you. The first one says, thank God for Muslim friends and neighbors. Pray Muslims will submit to the one true God. Pray Muslims will hear the truth of the gospel. Pray Muslims will choose to follow Jesus. And number 5, ask God to send more Christian workers to Muslim countries. Please pray these with us. And thanks so much for watching Grace Kids TV. Have a great week.